Alright, what is up? This is SLOplays, and I'm back again with some more Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 DLC 20 leaks and information here on the channel, guys. As you recall from a previous video I did a few weeks ago, we went over a lot of information that was found within the files. A massive shout out to the homie Genic, aka Kanton Mods, because he posted so much stuff over the course of that week where Xenoverse 2 got its full DLC 19 update. And as you know, with these new updates that we get, we always have like extra files in there that are going to be leading into future projects and things that they're working on, okay? So the leaked festival characters that we will be getting in this next upcoming festival, I believe we're on the 4th festival, is going to be God Goku, Gamma 1, Gamma 2, and DBS Fidel. We went over all their skills. The only one that's the most interesting to me is God Goku. He's getting God Bind, which also combines Gravity Bash within it, okay? Very, very cool. I've waited for this skill for the longest time, and we're finally getting it. I knew that they were going to add it eventually via a festival, just because festivals are usually there to add in new skills to existing characters that we've had in the past that need something, updated or modern that we, never got, right? They just don't add the skills just randomly. They do it via this, festival method, which I think is kind of dumb because we can't unlock them for our characters. But hopefully in the future that, they'll have some way to unlock these via, custom characters, right? Now, what I did not go over were leaked but not fully implemented skills, okay? These, they're not even, there are files, but they're not polished to where we can unlock them. Like, right now, we can play and use all of these 4 characters from the 4th festival, but I'm going to make the assumption that these 4 characters listed here are going to be via the 5th festival, which I know that is insane because we haven't even gotten the 4th festival yet, but that's going to be likely after DLC Pack 20 releases, okay? Which, again, people have been asking me all the time on videos, when is Future Saga Chapter 3 coming? When is the next DLC going to come? And we're probably not going to see it for a while. In terms of, like, promotion and shit, like, if they're going the same way that they've been doing shit, then it's probably going to be around like maybe September, October. We get like our first like reveal or teaser for it, and it's probably not going to release probably until like maybe November. Usually they have a DLC and update release in May, and they have one in November. Okay, and they can always change it up maybe by a month or two, but it's not going to be anything crazy where it's like, I don't know. I saw people saying like we're probably going to get our first teaser like this month, which it's never impossible, but I just don't see it happening, right? V-Jump leaks are coming out like at literally any point in time at the time of this video being recorded, so we could be getting anything. But I digress. Let's move on over to what these leaks actually entail. Right now we have Whis Goku, Whis Armor Vegeta, DBS Gogeta, and Omega Shenron. Okay, those are specifically going to be for the 5th festival. Now I'm going to assume that these are the only characters in the files for the 4th festival. They do have the actual like t-shirts that you unlock, and I did not see these 4 characters, so it's likely that these will be the 5th festival. Now, it's interesting that it's specifically Whis, Goku, and Vegeta, because like I can't really think like what else you could give them. Like, honestly, the DB Super, they're just Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan Blue, Goku and Vegeta, right? They're pretty solid. Now, I'm assuming this, they're not specifically mentioning that they're blue, so I'm assuming it's just the outfit that they have, because you can have the outfit for the base versions of Goku and Vegeta. So that's what I'm assuming it is. I really can't think of what it is. Now, what would be so fucking sick? Okay, I just thought about this. I didn't even think about it because this whole time whenever I was reading this, I was like, is this going to just be Super Saiyan Blue, Goku, and Vegeta? But no, it's not specifically mentioning them. It's specifically mentioning that outfit. What if, and I know this is crazy, what if they allow us to transform the Super Saiyan Blue? All they would have to do is just add on the Super Saiyan Blue Awoken skill. Oh my god, bro. If they did that shit, I would cry, because then that would lead into potential big future shit for this game, y'all. We get more festival updates for these characters to allow them to go God or go Blue or go Ultra Instinct. Just imagine that. I just thought about that. They're probably not going to do it, but it's not impossible. It's realistically the easiest shit that they could do, because their base form, like, what else could they give him other than another God Kamehameha and another God Big Bang attack. Like that's kind of like the only thing. They call it dead end attack in Legends, but they just call this God Kamehameha in what is it? I think Legends as well, right? But alternate names are Burst Kamehameha. So he already has a Kamehameha. So it's like I don't know what else they could give him. He already has the 1-inch punch thing or whatever they call it, like the Super God Shock Flash. Vegeta already has his like God fuck whatever. I don't even know. At this point, I don't know what they could add for the Whis version of Goku and Vegeta. I'm sure there's material in the Frieza, Golden Frieza movie, or even the Frieza arc, and even in the, the Universe 6 versus 7 tournament that they could use. But realistically, the only thing that would sound and work so well is allowing them to transform into Super Saiyan Blue, because that's specifically these versions of them went Super Saiyan Blue. You know what I'm saying? But I digress. Now, we actually do have an actual animation and like files for DBS Gogeta. Okay, again, we don't know anything about Whis-Ki, Goku, Vegeta, as well as Omega Shenron, but we have confirmation of what DBS Gogeta will have. So he goes, okay, yeah, God Counter Festival will be a thing. As you can see, the Millie Rock shit. All right, there you go. There you go, and there you go. That's it, right? And we actually have an animation for it. Look at this. Check this shit out. Yeah, he does it. And it's not too shabby. It actually looks pretty good. So he does the fucking hand movement. It doesn't look as cool, but I don't know if they're going to polish it up. It does still look very, very cool. I feel like it should be faster. But the way it... like that shit, bro, is crazy. Let me see it again. And then he does the elbow and then the spin kick right there. I just noticed on here his belt is black right there. But yeah, that's just in the files. Shoutouts again to Genic. Without him, we probably wouldn't get this. But the last thing that I did want to go over is Omega Shenron. I have no idea what he could have. Omega Shenron has a very good moveset in Xenoverse 2. He's one of like the few characters that has like a lot of like diverse, unique skills. He's got the like Dragon Thunder and the fucking like I guess like the beam, like the like finger blast or whatever it is, like scatter shot or whatever the fuck it's called. So I was thinking maybe Gigantic Blaze. It's a pretty cool attack. He just goes like this and then it makes like an earthquake explosion. It's kind of similar to I think Nappa has a technique. I forgot the name of it. So maybe something like that. And they could just like, honestly, I feel like they've gotten very lazy and they're not making like ultimate skills anymore. So for DBS Gogeta, his looks like his is a brand new animation that, you know, we've had in the movie and we've had in the other games, but he doesn't have in this game, right? So this might be the one that it's like they put all their effort into and then the rest of them are just ass. And when I say ass, I don't mean like they're bad or anything. I just mean they're not exciting, right? They're good for like online like combo capabilities. Like there's good uses for it. But it's like probably going to be those type of skills, right? The ones where it's like it's already in existing animations and existing attacks. They just have like a combo that you could lead into it. So it could be the same thing with Whis-Ki, Goku, and Whis Armor Vegeta, which is likely the case, and that's gonna suck. So maybe it's like Super God Shock Flash into like a burst Kamehameha or some shit, and then for Vegeta it's like I don't know, Final Blow into Big Bang. It might be something like that. They'll combine skills together or like combine it with like a combo or something like that. So Omega Shenron could be the same thing, and it might not be anything, but I'm just going off of like stuff that like would sound really good and work for these characters. But at least we know that God Counter is coming. And I'm very excited for that one because, again, it's like all this shit, it's in like every other game, right? And Xenoverse 2, after this many years, still hasn't gotten stuff like from the Broly. Like, do you know how many things from the Broly movie we still do not have for like a lot of these characters like Goku, Vegeta, and all this shit? Like, there is stuff, right? There's definitely stuff. But Vegeta, I think they nailed pretty well because they added his, you know, God form. But Goku, he's had like all the same shit since like since Xenoverse 1, honestly, right? So he definitely needs some updates. I really hope that they just give us Super Saiyan Blue to transform for the base versions of them, if that's going to be the case. But here I go again, you know, having hope, and it's likely not going to happen. But isn't that like, it's such a great idea, right? Like, update the base form versions of these characters that wear that outfit and specifically give these versions the ability to go Super Saiyan Blue. And then eventually give us, you know, versions that can go Super Saiyan God, right? But I feel like that might not be fair just because I don't know if it's like the balancing reasons for it or what. I'm sure they could figure it out, right? But yeah, y'all let me know down in the comment section what you think. What you think these guys will have other than DBS Gogeta, which is basically soft confirmation that God Counter's coming. But yeah, thanks for watching. Drop a like, subscribe here on the channel, ring that notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out!
This is Broly, and you are watching SLOplays. Make sure to subscribe, or else I'll destroy your entire planet.